So, as you guys saw the recent post on this channel, well, they finally got my pre-order on the Pip-Boy Model 3000. It gives you a little warning here when it comes to the volume. I got the user manual, the box containing said Pip-Boy. I really like what they did with the box. It's unique. Anyway, I do this. Anyway, so it's got little clips on the back here, but let's look at the underside of it quickly. So I had to, my mom is the one that dealt with the delivery with this because I wasn't awake at the time. But because it has a battery in it, more than likely lithium ion one, it has to go through a special shipping process, so it pretty much goes by land or sea, I think, and can't go by plane for obvious reasons. And it was like $60, I think. But yeah, I will turn the camera away for a second, because when I tried doing this at first, there's a code on the screen protector of this that allows me to register it, and obviously I don't want anybody else registering it. So anyway, you got, that's part of the stand. Same with this charging cable, instructions on how to get the stand attached to the arm grip thing. Do this, and then just carefully do that. Stick that on there. Anyway, this is what she looks like. Now, I've been looking to get my hands on this for a while. Now, obviously it is, this bit's plastic. Well, I guess the entire thing technically is. But yeah, it just sits on your arm there. You got that little thing, which that might actually move. Dial, that dial, those. Obviously it's got like a little screen protector thing made up there. This is to charge it, and we've got the display stand for it, which has probably Voltec on it. This is to put it on said stand. Obviously this little thing this might be the antenna for the radio. If I had to guess, that's probably what it is. Obviously the little thing for the that's it. It's just that stuff. So just stick that in there for now. If I can find where it is. So okay, there we go. I had to use both hands for that. So this is the user manual for it, which is literally just a simple fucking thing. So I think it is, yeah. Anyway. So, obviously, static illuminated rad meter, die-cast front housing, front glazing on the screen. Tumbleweed, which I think that one slips or goes through. That one allows you to go through your inventory. This lets you select whatever ones. Cuff locking. There is slots there. So I'm gonna have to charge it first. I'll eventually come back when it's charged, so obviously the video's just gonna end here, and once it charges for like 5 or so hours, I'll add to it the next day or whatever and whatnot. I'll just have to send the video over to my laptop. Where is the power button? No, that's the thing. Headphone socket. But yeah, I'm more than likely going to be using this at, well, the convention. Obviously it's a bit loose on the arm. I'll have to bunch up like fabric or something so it stays a little better. But yeah, it's got the headphone jack there. There's a piece of fur, which is more than likely Sully's. The USB-C port for the charging cable. It's already, as you can see, this thing is very top heavy. And of course there's me. Yeah, now, if I had to guess, this is literally just an antenna of sorts that you use, and these are just the screws to mount it to this, so you can stick it on that. Oh yeah. So it has this is obviously the replica one for I think it was in Fallout 3 in New Vegas. It has the stats, items, and data buttons, which is these. Page selector. You got the scroll wheel, which is this one. This is more than likely the page selector up there. Thumb wheel. Maybe that one's off. I don't know. That's the one that fucking slips through stuff. I don't know. Flashlight. The antenna extension. Oh, that's what it is. So it just increases the signal. Yeah. Okay then, so this thing holds a charge, I guess. So, here's the thing. There was something I saw on Instagram where somebody who had this was saying that the site to get updates for this, like firmware updates and everything, had been breached. So there was essentially the downloaders you'd use to get whatever files for this contained harmful like files and stuff in it. So I don't know if it's been like anything has changed, if it's been fixed. I'll have to look into that. So it's like, if you have this, I would suggest not going to the site until like people can either give the all clear that it's fine, or I don't know. But yeah, anyway, I'll be back in 5 hours, I guess. Actually, I was going to just do whatever and come back to it, but I thought, well, if it does something when I plug it in. Huh, okay. Didn't do anything? Huh. I guess it doesn't show where the power, like, I don't even know how the hell you can tell if it's completely charged or not. I'll have to look in the instruction manual for that. But yeah. See you in a bit. Okay. So it does do something. The lights on the bottom of this bit here light up. So I assume when it's done charging, it will light up green. Oh, that's good to know. I thought it was going to be something like the screen was going to light up or something. Okay, so this thing is completely charged. Oops. So, to turn it on, that's a power button. actually really fucking sick. Don't know. Sorry, noise. There it is. So, need to know which one of these is the volume. Not 100% sure what one of these is volume. That's cool. Oh, it lights up. Oh, okay. So I assume I would use this top one. Maybe? That's a thought. Oh, no, you click that inwards. Just lower that down. Huh. Glitch on tap. CRT jitters, vertical shift, debug info. Okay. You can choose the color of it, whether you want to just default green, amber, white, blue, or a custom color. Alright, no, it's just the same fucking thing. Oops. Okay. Shit, I do not know. Okay. 24-hour clock is what it's set to right now. 4-digit year. Time format. So it's got two different modes. It's got the one from Fallout 3. You can also use the one from New Vegas. Oh. Okay, so that's how that works. Cool. Maybe. Ah, that's what it is. So that one scrolls through all of that. Quests. I assume these are just a list of some of the. Actually, no, it might be all of the quests that you can do in Fallout 3. Notes. Huh. It's got the radio, which if I had to guess, they probably did some special thing where you could maybe listen to like the music that you'd hear from the game. You can choose your special stats if you wanted to. Same with your skills, as well as the perks and just general stuff, just how many things you've done. So your list of weapons, the apparel that you have, aid, so like, you know, stuff that you could drink beer, berry minutes, or mentats. I have issues with pronouncing certain things in this game, like the Mirelurks from Fallout 4. I kid you not. For the longest time, I was calling those sons of bitches Merklurks, and it just kind of stuck. Blamco mac and cheese. You got your misc items, which is just miscellaneous stuff, or the things you normally use for fixing gear or crafting certain things. And then obviously your ammo. And then that just brings you back to this. So I do have to go to whatever it was. I think it's yeah, I have to go to the one company's site to essentially update the thing. So let's do that. Now, here's the thing. There was something I saw on Instagram. There's two different Fallout people that I follow on there. One's the Fallout Collector, I think, and then Miss Fallout. It was a Fallout Collector that had put out a thing saying do not update your Pip-Boy 3000 at the moment, because the site or the download link for the update had been spoofed, and it was prompting people to essentially disabling something that would let the malware have full access to everything on the assume it would be this one. Yeah. Okay. Basically just showing certain aspects of the Pip-Boy and its functionalities and all that. That doesn't give me Wait, do they still have accessories for this thing? Oh, it's just the stand. Nothing else on it actually works. Yeah. If you're wondering what I was looking at, it was the one for that one. Pip-Boy 2000 from Fallout 76. No, news. Upgrade. Oh, here we go. So, there's two different ones. They've got the TV series, which I didn't even know they had that version, and then New Vegas one. Oh, that's just... Okay. Was there... Oh. Huh. So that's what the TV series one looked like. I wouldn't know because this is the first time I'm seeing it and whatnot, since I haven't watched the series on Amazon Prime. I wonder if you can even still get this thing. Sold out. Oh yeah, you can still get it places. Yeah, what about Amazon? Hang on. Okay. Fuck. It scared the shit out of me for a second there. It was the Pip-Boy shutting off. Okay. I know there's... That's weird. Why is it? I could have sworn it said that there was something for the updates for it, like there was updates for it or something. I don't know. Anyway, let's try it back on here. I know there should be a way. It would let you play like the games and whatnot. So I don't know if that's a thing that you can do yet. Yeah, I don't even know if that's a thing you can do yet. Maybe it's on. Also, like I did say in the post, this video is going to be longer than usual. Okay, that's notes. I don't want to fucking go and do that. That's just quests. That's just world map. know what demo mode would do. Maybe just running through the certain things. So yeah, there's only that button that's there. No other buttons except for the dial on the side. Oh yeah, I can set the name, as well as my level, and the karma, and I can reset the thing. Oh, huh. Neat. So like I said, you can either set it to New Vegas or oh, that's where the speaker is. Oh. Huh. Okay. So basically this is just running through everything and showing you going through the map. I'll probably hit something to turn the icons off of it, or the brightness of it. I assume things would be a little bit different on this one. So I would show you the map of New Vegas. you'd need a other one. You'd need both hands for this. Huh, okay. Interesting. So far, I think it's just atomic command. Yeah. Huh. Then, like I said, if you wanted to shut it off completely, you just hold it and it shuts it down. Huh. It's actually really dope. And then, obviously, I think that you would have to pop that up. Oh, this is because the screw's holding it, keeping it closed probably. But it's, I'll probably end up like using this as like a cosplay thing. Ow. But obviously because it is, you know, so I have a very tiny wrist, so I have to close this over top of like my hoodie sleeve or whatever if I wanted to have this on me, which I might use at the convention. With my collection of caps that I have and all that stuff, I'll probably have this on me as well. But yeah, overall I am extremely impressed with this. Like, really, really impressed. Cause unlike this one, so this one's fully functioning. This one, the only thing it does is the screen turns on. You can take the little tape here out and open and close this. This doesn't do anything. This is a functioning radio in here, but I am not going to turn that on because it is extremely loud. So maybe one day I will. There's also the fact that this, for some reason, isn't working correctly. I might have hooked it up wrong. And overall, just, it sits on me like really bulky like. But yeah, if you're able to, I would suggest picking one of these up if you can, because it is so worth it. It's a bit pricey, but normally when you see these things, like I think it was like 300, I think, in total. No, it was yes, 300. Normally when you get replica stuff like this, like, it's expensive as hell. Like, some companies would charge you like maybe close to 1,000. I mean, maybe not that much, but yeah, I would get this one. I might try to get my hands on the the silver-plated one from the TV series at a later date, if I can even find it. And then, well, this, I don't know, I think they have other models of this one. This one was released like years ago. Yeah. Apologize if this video was this fucking long, but as I've said in the description and in the as my pinned comment, if you do not have the attention span to watch a video this length, go watch something else. Click off the video, go watch some of my other short form content that'll hold your attention better, or somebody else's content. I know I sound like an asshole saying that, but because like this is coming from somebody who has ADHD and is autistic. But I've had one person complain already of a 27-minute video being too long. So, yeah.